So, Jay, do you like that Dan Quinn kind of backtracked?
I don't. I think you got to stand up and stand with your decision. You made it and live with it. That's just the way it is. You're going to be questioned. I was there for 5.5 years, and you're going to be questioned about every decision you make, no matter what. So at some point, you're going to have to say, you know what? The football player is coming off an injury. He's a competitor. We started with 12 minutes ago. We didn't have a great game. Our fans were excellent. Let's just get a drive in here, something good to feel good about going to the locker room. You don't have to call zone read, though, Cliff. Love Cliff. You don't call zone read with an RPO on the outside. Jayden should have handed the damn thing off, right? As much as I love Jayden Daniels, he misread it. Hand the ball off. The end came up the field. Then he makes the end miss. Woo-hoo. He gets outside. He gets tackled and breaks his arm. It's unfortunate. I feel bad for Coach Quinn. I've been there. You never want your quarterback to get hurt. This guy is the franchise. He is the future. All the talk about he's going to be in a second-year slump. All the talk about he's not very big. He's going to get hurt a lot. Now we got to hear it all. You know what I mean? I hate to hear it. I hate it for Jayden. I hate it for Coach Quinn. I hate it for Washington fans. Oh, it's just like RG3. He's not. This guy's a special player. He's going to be fine. It's just his left arm. They'll strap that thing up. He'll be ready to go next year. I hate it for them, but if I was Coach Quinn, I just swallow it, take it, and I don't mean like that. Swallow it and move on and just go on with the season.
Slow down, Coach.
We get it. All right, so nobody knows better how he was feeling than you know. So did you ever sleep on something you'd said right after the game, and on Monday you said, I overreacted?
Well, my famous one was on Monday. We lost to Tampa. We got shut out. And obviously RG3 had some things to say. If the players around me don't play good, then the quarterback doesn't play good. So a lot of players are like, oh, hell no. He's throwing us under the bus. So we had a team meeting on Monday, had a chance for RG, hey, just clear it up, and that didn't happen in the meeting. So after that, we had a press conference, and I was young. I went in there, I just said, RG3 needs to worry about himself. So I got absolutely hammered. So then I just had to apologize for that, something like that. But after that, I was pretty selective on what I said to the media, tried to be. And sometimes you got to admit when you're wrong.
Did somebody tell you to apologize, or you just thought you should?
Well, I got absolutely destroyed.
Okay.
I got called all kinds of stuff by media, by fans, all that stuff. I was hated. But we ended up coming out of it in my second year. But sometimes you do need to apologize if you're wrong. But I just think in this situation, he's right. They had the ball 12 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Right.
Long drive. You know what I mean?
And then he kind of explained himself. He kind of said what he was thinking, and then, but I should have took him out. No, you shouldn't have took him out.
No, you shouldn't have.
He explained yourself. So his backtrack, he didn't even really
He didn't backtrack.
Yeah.
He just said what happened.
Yeah.
That's why I
He didn't
felt
really backtrack, in my opinion.
Because if you go look at the press conference right after the game, they said, well, he's like, well, no, in the moment, this is what I was thinking. All he did is just say, this is what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But that's on me.
He said it was going to be the last drive. It was the last drive. Penalties extended the drive, picking up these third downs extended the drive.
You don't give a competitor like Jayden Daniels an option to read the end and throw a pass in that situation.
Yeah.
Give him a damn duo play. Give him a, outside zone. Hand the ball off, right? Jayden is going to try to score. That's the way he is. That's the way he's built. You know what I mean? I'm just disappointed in the call by Cliff, more so in the execution by Jayden, but not in the fact that they left him in the game.
Okay, although Dan said right after the game that the call was, that the option was only handoff or flat pass, that there was no quarterback run part of that play call. That's what he said. I don't know if that's true or not.
Well, they didn't block the end, so that seems a little weird.
And so all of a sudden Jayden does what he does. That's who he is. That's how he thinks. And he thinks he can out-athlete you in the flat, that he can just out-maneuver, out-quick, outrun anybody. And this time he didn't, and he got flipped around for a 2-yard loss. And to your point, it could have been a lot worse. So he dislocated his non-throwing elbow.
Right.
And again, I think he's going to be okay. But Dan Quinn's point was that there was no run option to it, that Jayden just did what he did. But again, we were making the point yesterday, they could score, they had it to the 2-yard line, and Jayden's thinking, hey, if we score, I got most of the fourth quarter, I don't know, if I score a couple more touchdowns, we'll get back in this game.
Well, the night couldn't have gone worse for him, right? Yeah. This is a huge night. The expectations for this team coming in from the NFC Championship game were huge. They got Jayden coming back. They're playing Seattle at home. They got to win this game to get back in the playoff hunt. We talked about it. One of those teams, either Dallas or Washington, has got to make a move to catch Dallas. They get absolutely destroyed in the first half. So the
annihilated.
whole air of the building is let out. Then to make matters worse, your franchise breaks his elbow.
Yeah.
You know, so it was just a horrible night, and it's something that a hard pill to swallow for the whole area because that team was high expectations coming into the year, but they just haven't lived up to them.
Okay, so what do you think went wrong for that team? What do you pinpoint? What failed?
It's only one thing. There's only
There's
one
a lot.
answer, Coach. Like this,
There's a lot.
it's a lot.
Yeah, they lost some players.
They lost what player?
They lost. Well, I'm going to tell you this. Say what you want. De'Ami Brown and Zacchaeus, they made some plays. Jameson Crowder, they lost all them.
Yep.
All right, they added Debo. Zach Ertz is getting older. So offensively, they're not that good. Defensively is where they got hurt, right? They just, their defense isn't very good right now. They can't stop anybody. And I don't know. It's hard to explain. They have some young players, but they have a lot of old players. So I don't know where they're at. They don't have any pass rushers on the edge. They didn't address that in the draft.
Von Miller.
They lost Armstrong early. They lost Dietrich Wise
They're
early.
good players.
So they don't have any defensive ends. Payne and Kinlaw really aren't really being as disruptive as they need to be. Bobby's getting a little older.
He's old.
He's not a space player. Frankie Louvu's not a really cover guy. He's more of a B
Bobby
gap.
Wagner.
He's more like that. The safeties have been atrocious. Lattimore has been really not very good. He's had a lot of penalties and given up some plays I do like, but he's out for the year now. And Stroll has taken a second-year slump a little bit. He hasn't played as well. So defensively, they really have nothing to hang their hat on. And offensively, just not a whole lot of help for Jayden, and he's been in and out of the lineup. And it's been tough, man. It's tough to do what they did last year because they hit everybody by surprise, and this year everybody's kind of ready for them. And they had some key losses to injury and to free agency, and really didn't have a good free agency or a good draft to help it out. They lost Austin Eckler, too.
Austin Eckler got hurt.
And B-Rob. B-Rob had, say what you want, B-Rob had some pretty good hits last year.
Now he on the bench.
Warren Sapp told me.
San Fran.
Warren Sapp told me after I made my first Pro Bowl, he said you can't be the same person every year in this league and be successful. Because once people know who you are and figure you out, you have to learn to reinvent yourself. Be yourself, but reinvent yourself. And right now, I just think the league figured out who Jayden is. Obviously, he had some injuries, but it just don't seem like he's seeing the field like he did last year. He holding on to the ball more. When you got a young guy, the whole reason you go and make sure Terry McLaurin comes back, because that was his guy. You make sure he has his guy because you signed Terry McLaurin for your quarterback. You don't sign Terry McLaurin because you want to pay him. You pay him because the franchise needs a guy. But it just seemed like Jayden is in that sophomore slump, and then obviously the injuries help, but I mean, the defense wasn't overly great last year, but the defense is.
Don't start.
Yeah. It's just, he just in that soft. I mean, we see it with C.J. Stroud. We see.
Hey,
that's why you got to see guys.
Okay.
That's why you.
Jayden is going to be cool.
But this is why I don't crown people immediately. You got to see it more. Before I say I got to see it more than once. Jayden Daniels had a phenomenal rookie year, arguably the best we ever seen. Okay.
Not
that's
arguably.
Great.
It just was.
That's great.
Yeah.
Now what? What happens now? And he's just not seeing the field like he was last year. He got
you
his
just
guy.
referred to Pro Football Focus as much as you hate stats, but you're giving me greens and blues and all this.
I like
right?
Pro Football Focus,
Yeah.
actually.
Okay. Well, right now they have Jayden
Colors
Daniels.
make it easy for a kid.
Yeah,
It's great.
That's a good point.
It's a legit
you can
grade
see the
for
blue
a
and the
game.
green. Yeah. Well,
It's not really stats. They give you a grade. That's why I like it. Not
so
for the
Pro
stats.
Football Focus has Jayden Daniels ranked right now 9th overall among quarterbacks. That's still pretty good. So
You watch,
But yeah,
Right
the more
now-
games you play, Skip, the
do.
worse you can drop down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He probably only got like 3 games or something. like that.
you said something.
not hard to be
always,
ninth.
You
You only
always
played
had
3
something.
games.
What does your eyeballs tell you?
I do the eye test.
What does
Yeah.
the eye test tell you?
That he
Does
has-
it say he's ninth? Your eye test tell you he's ninth?
Mine does. I've seen them all. I think without Jayden.
Ninth in the league right now?
Oh, God.
But he's playing the
If I
ninth
put
best
him-
at quarterback in the
He's
league.
at
I put him.
5 games.
I mean, just give him a weapon or two. Terry's been out. I mean,
Like,
you're talking
come
about
on, bro.
Chris Moore. You're talking about
Hey, they came to
Luke
Dallas.
McCaffrey.
They came to
He's-
Dallas
come on,
without
man.
their top 3 receivers.
Zach Ertz is their leading receiver.
No
Zach Ertz-
scary
And
Terry.
it's like me. That's like me saying, "Hey, man, DeMarcus Ware hurt and Vaughn not here. My D tackle. I don't get that fucking leeway, nigga.
Exactly.
My
That's a lot.
grade is my grade. Don't matter who my D line is. Like, come on, bro. Wait, fuck all that leeway and this guy's missing it, man. Fuck
It's not
all
like
that.
it's not like he's dropping back and overthrowing people and throwing interceptions. That's what I'm saying.
He's
still-
dropping back and holding the ball and taking off running, and he's on the shelf. It's called a sophomore slump, bro. It's okay.
Okay, he's
Oh,
okay.
my
He's
God.
8
It's okay,
touchdowns
Coach.
to
It's
2
okay.
picks.
Hey,
8 to
would
2.
you talk to your daddy? Chill out. All right, talk to your dad.
Hey,
Wait,
it's
well, this
okay, man.
this kind of gets me into it because now I'm kind of seeing where you're going to go with this. But we've been fighting all week. The boys are on a different page about.